Penelope, don't leave.
You know, for weeks,
That's all I ask.
I had been hoping that you would give me one reason to stay.
I saw your green hair, beauty mark next to your mouth.
I'm so glad that I met you. You want to be alone Wednesday? Be alone.
What did you do? What you would have done?
Somebody wore your perfume, it almost killed me. I had to leave the room. It's just another day.
I love you. Prove it.
Stay.
No one is going anywhere.
Long before that, we were friends.
Admit it.
She is my scar.
You wish I was here.
I had no one, Stella, no one in the entire world. You had me.
Don't
forget me.
Maybe you can win me back. Challenge accepted.
Felt like I'd rather not have known. I'd rather not have met her, because having met her and then
I can't be the one to stop you.
being without her, that's worse.
I intend to marry the Lady Alicent Hightower.
Thought you were special. Sorry to disappoint.
There's a lot of baggage. You mean Jackie?
You're the only one I have.
Without me, I might as well not exist.
The truth is, you are my back Wednesday. Are you still in this fight, Riley?
Why did you come back? We both know I don't matter. You matter to me.
You really are obsessed, aren't you?
Dora doesn't want me. Not like I want her. Now we walk and you never look back.
I wish this would go on forever. I need you too. Loved being with you, Yaz.
The trick is to try not to be sad they're moving on, but to be so glad you had them. You can briefly.
The next. Instead, you gave me
One more time.
But the lady in the lake was different now.
1,000 reasons to go. You mean the fucking world to me.
You cared for her. Lexa was special.
I love you. I'll never have another friend like you. I'm sorry. And I love you.
This doesn't represent my love.
No one puts me first.
I had no choice.
Except that you did.
I actually like you. Stay and Halloween for me. I love you.
Is that I'm in love with you.
I don't believe you.
And I know you love me. Kendra, please stay.
I don't even know where you end and I begin. I'm sorry. And I love you.
You said it was a ghost story. It isn't.
No?
It's a love story.